We're about to get started right now. I'm just getting situated. We got like 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. I'm going to grab a drink in the meantime. Oh, man. Just by the way, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to join in this live. I can't see who's actually joining. I know there's like 3 or 4 people actually here on the live. If whoever you are, thank you for joining. Thank you for taking the time. I'm going to be sharing. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing the good news with you guys. Since you guys took the time to come and join me on this beautiful Monday evening or night, I should say. It honestly feels like a Sunday to me. Yesterday I was just extremely tired, and today felt like a Sunday to me. We even cooked out and spent time with my suegros, with Teddy, the baby. It was a good time. So we got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. So we're gonna get started. I see the comments now, so let me see. There we go. Comments are popping up now. So I see Mr. Yak Yak. Have you seen the new Google AI? Yeah. I actually wanted to talk about that right now too. I see Julie Cakes, La Vida de Jazz. Thank you for taking the time to join. Thank you so much. I feel like I haven't gone live in forever. I really do miss this. Hopefully you guys enjoy all of this. This is the first episode that I don't really have a structure, and I wanted to kind of keep it that way, just so we can chat, man. I just don't want to I don't want to overcomplicate the lives, and I just want to hang out with you guys. So if you guys have anything that you guys want to share or talk about, leave it in the comments, or like always, I do have the call-in number that you guys can call into. But super excited for this live, just to chill. I got my drink here, so I'm going to be drinking it up and just hanging out. $20 seconds left. Fuck.
Nomas podcast live, where we will react to videos, talk about current trending events, and possibly 1 or 2 conspiracies. So let's sit back, relax, and let's chat.
Nomas.
And we are freaking live. Hopefully this live we don't struggle like last time that Cello joined us. I feel like that episode within itself, it was all over the place, but this one, it appears I'm doing a solo live with you guys, so I'm super excited. By the way, I kind of figured out the camera layout, so in case I ever have a guest here on the lives, I know what to do. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for taking the time and joining me on this Monday evening or Monday night. The first thing, like I mentioned, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but the first thing that I wanted to say, this past week, it was insane to me. I've documented a couple things in the past, and this is another one of those times for the podcast that I wanted to go ahead and document a little bit of another milestone and stepping stone for the podcast. But before I go ahead and do that, I want to give a brief shout out to the people that joined in. So the first person I'm going to highlight here is Mr. Yak Yak. Hi, chat. So, Mr. Damian, thank you for joining. Julie Cakes, I know he went out on a hike. So, what's up, cousin? Appreciate you joining. I know you're all beat up right now. So, hopefully, you're sitting down and relaxing, and we're able to talk about a couple of these topics that I'm going to bring up here soon. And La Vida de Jazz, thank you for joining. I think this is the first time you joined in. So, if you guys don't mind saying hi to La Vida de Jazz. So yeah, so I think that's everybody that I've seen drop a comment here. And if there's anybody else that joins in, I'll say what's up here shortly. But other than that, the first thing that I wanted to say, as I mentioned, for the podcast, I've documented a couple different things throughout the beginning. And what that's been, it's when I first got monetized to YouTube, which I think I've only received 2 checks from YouTube, and that's and that what it is, it's I think I've only gotten like 2 checks at like of $100, but I documented that right when I first got monetized on YouTube, because it takes a lot of effort getting monetized on YouTube. You need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers plus over 4,000 watch hours to your channel. So starting from scratch, not having a huge following, and creating just constant content and posting it on a regular basis, and having content reach hundreds and thousands and even millions of views, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of trial and error. And so I wanted to document that. But it just so happens this past week, myself and Chelo, we deep dived into a case of Valeria Marquez, and it just one of those episodes we decided to kind of pull up a couple different video speculations and things going around through TikTok, and I think we kind of hit the algorithm to our size of channel, right? And what I mean by that, it's on YouTube. This video so far has the most views that we've gotten in any other podcast video that we've done. I think currently right now it's well over 7,000 views. So for us, at least for me, that's freaking a goal that has been met, to get to over 7,000, and hopefully it continues growing. But yeah, we did that episode, and it took off. And the reason why I feel like it took off is obviously through TikTok. One of our posts where we started deep diving on one of my speculations, I think it caused a lot of debate between the audience in the TikTok comments, whether if this girl Valeria, if she was unalived by one of her friends, Erika or Vivian, right? I'll show you guys the post in the TikTok that took off and got over 1.8 million views. But long story short, I think a lot of the foot traffic came from that. Here, let me show you guys what the current numbers are. But I'll show you guys that, and I'll just share the news. Another milestone aside from YouTube is that our TikTok surpassed the 10,000 followers, and currently right now we're at 12.6 followers. And I think for any content creator out there, just reaching that milestone of 10,000, it's a huge accomplishment. I feel like a lot of content creators strive to get to those numbers, and I say it humbly because it's a lot of work, but we finally passed the 10K. We're at 12.6, and just beyond grateful just to see, especially you guys, Julian, Damian, seeing you guys like almost on a weekly basis and supporting the channel. It means a lot. So yeah, I'm super stoked, and I just want to say thank you for the bottom of my heart. I know at times I feel discouraged or whatnot. There's ups and downs with everything in life, right? I've questioned myself whether I should be doing all of this, but the biggest thing is that I couldn't be generating these numbers without my guests, without Chelo, without the numerous amount of people that come and trust me with their story, right? Of them feeling comfortable to come and have a conversation with me and putting it out there to the internet. And if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for the people supporting and tuning in, then this milestone wouldn't have been met. So thank you guys if you guys are supporting or have been part of this journey thus far. So let me show you guys the current stats for the TikTok account, and then I'll show you guys the TikToks that took off that generated 7,000 views on our YouTube channel. So currently right now on the TikTok, we're at 12.6 followers, and I'll show you guys the one that took off for us so you guys can have an understanding of what post I'm talking about. It's this one in particular. I'm not sure if you guys can see my cursor, but it's the fourth video to the left on the second row. And this is the one that took off at 1.8 million, where I talk about that I'm thinking I solved the case, and apparently a lot of people said no. Check it out. I think I might have solved the case based on this speculation. I think I'm getting double audio. Let me just click. Now I don't hear any audio no more. I think I might have solved the case based on this speculation. Okay, this is the person that turns off the live, right?
Okay.
Look at her lips. Can you tell anything? They look plumpy, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, they
not
look
too much.
Well, they look plumpy. They look full,
Yeah,
right? They just look full. Okay, I want to show you something. Look at the teeth.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty straight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's look at the first video with Erika.
El novio vino a traerla las uñas y le pagó. Ustedes perros.
Okay, so this is Erika. Look at her hair, okay? Like you were saying.
Oh, no, the other girl looks like her hair's longer.
Longer, and look at where the roots are starting, right? Now, I want you to see this, but can you see her lips?
Oh, she has fucking thin ass lips.
She has thin lips, dude, and her teeth are crooked. Look.
Oh.
So right there, I'm giving my analysis of everything that we're looking at, and a lot of people it was a split decision with my analysis, and you guys will see right now why.
Oh.
Her teeth are crooked right there. And look at her lips, super thin.
Yeah.
Are you able to see it?
Yeah, I can see it now.
And nobody has caught that. The other video that I saw, or that we both saw right now, her lips were full.
And they were straight.
And straight teeth.
And it almost looked like she had veneers.
Exactly.
And the hair looked longer too.
And the roots of the hair
looks more to the...
They were higher up.
Yeah.
Look, straight teeth, full lips.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't Erika that turned off the live, and Vivian showed up with the delivery person. Somebody else, they left a comment. They were saying that the delivery person showed up with Vivian. Somebody said that they were there on the incident as well.
Y de repente me mandan esto, que le ponga atención a esto. Y dice así: yo estuve en ese lugar cuando mataron a Vale, y esa mujer que la llaman Vivian llegó justo con el repartidor encapuchado. Yo tengo pruebas y las mostraré porque quiero justicia. Y Erika también es culpable. Fuertes declaraciones.
So this is the thing, right? We don't know if Erika's innocent or she was part of it, but my belief, it was the one that turned off the live. It was Vivian. I think I might have solved the case. So yeah, this is the point. This is the post that took off on TikTok, over 1.8 million. And what it is, it just so happens that apparently the video that we were deep diving into, it turns out that somebody made an AI video of this last clip of this girl that we were analyzing, and it turns out that it was a AI video rather than the actual footage of the camera. And so a lot of people were going back and forth. Some people agreed with me, they not knowing that supposedly, this is allegedly, by the way, that this video was AI that we were diving into. So a lot of people are saying, no, this is AI. Like, no, you're wrong. Other people like agreed with me. And even there was people that it was that they were even clipping that part of the video And yeah, some bigger pages were clipping our videos, so that was pretty cool to see. Check it out.
Valeria Márquez está haciendo un en vivo justo en este momento. Es la medianoche, son las 12:30 de la noche. Y Valeria Márquez está haciendo un en vivo justo en este momento. Es la medianoche, son las 12:30 de la noche. Y Valeria Márquez está transmitiendo. Pero no es ella.
That's not it. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can find the one that they were like, that's not it. That's not it. Man, I could have sworn I had saved it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I save a bunch of videos. Hopefully I can find it. I saved so many videos. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but somebody had clipped one of those videos of us talking about that. They're like, no, these people are wrong. What it is that this video was all AI, and yeah, so I guess we're being called out. But yeah, I mean this case in specific, it's so many debates, and a lot of people are even debating and speculating that there's some foul play in the sense that everything looked too weird for it to be documented on live, and then also the funeral, the way it played out. So some people are even speculating that this girl Valeria might even still be alive. I personally don't think so, but who knows? It's just up to debate. You never know. You can't never really call anything out. You just don't know, right? But yeah, so that was the good news, at least for us, that our post took off just tremendously online on TikTok and on YouTube. Now, keep in mind, this is all numbers for us that we think they're big. Obviously, there's other creators out there that are like way, like super ahead of us, but this is just a milestone for us to be documenting. So just wanted to share the good news, and thank you guys once again. All right, so we're gonna dive into a couple of clips that I pulled up, and I just thought they were pretty interesting. And then if you guys have any links that you guys want to share, like always, I do have the number that you guys can go ahead and send me links to, and we can react to. I want to get more into this, so for you guys to send me links. I know one or two of you guys will send it through TikTok, but send it to this number so I can actually pull it up on the live, and I can react to videos organically and for the first time. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to deep dive, as always, I always try to start it pretty light, and then maybe we'll get into a few conspiracies out there. But the first video I wanted to share, it's pretty much I personally had never seen or heard of such thing of a cabbit. And what it is, it's a rabbit and a cat both mixed, and that creates a cabbit. Check this out.
So I came home and caught my bunny.
So I don't know if you guys saw that. It says, so I came home and caught my bunny and my cat in the act.
So I came home and caught my bunny and my cat in the act. But you won't believe what happened next. Guys, I can't believe this happened to my cat.
So first of all, I didn't even know that this was even possible, and apparently it's a thing.
Didn't think a rabbit and a cat could, do that. After it happened, my cat ended up super pregnant. Her belly just kept getting bigger and bigger every day. She was also throwing up a lot, barely moving, and every time I got near her, she tried to bite me. I was so scared I was going to lose her. I've had her for 3 years, and she's always slept with me. I love her so much and couldn't imagine losing her since I was really...
Damn, right there, she's super pregnant. Poor cat. Look at those legs and look at the belly.
worried. I took her to a vet in my city, and even the vet said they'd never seen anything like this before. Then my cat gave birth right there at the vet's office.
first of all, or second of all, I didn't even know this was such a thing that you would be able to take your cat and get an ultrasound. I didn't know this was a thing.
And what came out left me absolutely shocked. You're not going to believe what was born. Follow me and
Check it out.
comment,
That's a
cat,
freaking
so all
cabbage.
can. Post the video.
You see that? A freaking
So
big ol'
follow me
head
and
and long legs of a cabbage.
gave birth to me. Not believe. Going to believe what was born.
Look at that.
Follow me and comment, cat, so all can. Post the video. So
That's freaking crazy. A freaking cabbage. Now, I don't even know how long or what the lifespan of a cabbage is, but man, I don't know. I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping that this mixture, it happened not purposely, because obviously you're messing with the cat and the bunny's DNA, but hopefully it just happened organically between them. But yeah, it's super weird. I just thought that was pretty interesting from my end. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of such thing, but yeah, so that was the first video I wanted to share. Now, following up through last lives, I think it was the life prior. No, I think it was last life. I know we talked about this person that he had quit his corporate job and decided just to sail across the ocean over to Hawaii. Apparently, this guy that we covered on TikTok, he took off. He and what I mean by taking off, he became like super viral, and like now he has a huge following. And finally, I think the name of this account is Oliver and Phoenix. And Oliver and Phoenix have arrived to Hawaii, which was his destination of choice. So this is the guy, Oliver, I believe, and Phoenix. I'm not sure if Phoenix is his cat, but this is the guy that quit his corporate job and he finally arrives to Hawaii, and he had literally a whole crowd. He had a whole crowd in there waiting for him. And I know last time, I think it was the man that was saying that, what if all of this was played out to make, I don't know, to make this into a thing and make it like super viral, like almost if he was a plant, right? That he got planted to make him super famous and then create like more, like a fan base and probably sell products. Who knows, right? I don't disregard anything until like there's more evidence out there. So for me, I just take everything as it is and just kind of surf from the outside. But yeah, here you go. You can see him, that a lot of people are waiting, just taking pictures of him. Yeah, so who knows if that was true? That's super cool. I mean, I don't know if he was actually looking for stardom, but this is the first video that went super viral that caught him all the different attention. Just in case you missed it or you forgot what video we're talking about.
My name is Oliver. I work a corporate job at a tire shop. I absolutely hate this life. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a sailboat and I'm going to sail around the world for the rest of my life until I die. This is the start of my journey. And this is day one of crossing the Pacific Ocean and sailing from Oregon to Hawaii. And I made it past the graveyard of the Pacific, and this is my first time sailing outside of a river. And I'm going for Hawaii. So it could take me anywhere between 20 to 30 days. So feel free to follow the journey. There is nothing but open ocean. And a beautiful sunset. I did it. I did it.
Man, if this video, if everything that he did, it's true, like, man, I commend him so much, because it takes so much courage to literally leave your corporate job behind, and like we mentioned last time, pretty much leaving or exiting the matrix and just following your heart, your destiny, and just, you know what, just stepping outside of your comfort zone, you know. That Teddy over here is in the background. I don't know what he's barking at. Teddy, acuéstate. Yeah, so it just takes a lot of effort, and I commend him for that. If all of this is true, and let's say if he took a risk to leave everything behind and just follow his dream, and everything is working out for him, that's amazing. And because I know a lot of people would want to do such thing, so it's just something that I hope it's true, and everything seems to be going like really, really good for him. Just even recently there was something that I guess Elf Cosmetics even dropped a package in the middle of the ocean for Oliver. So check this out.
There you go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for whatever is in here. A real-time update, I guess, of day 24, sailing from Oregon to Hawaii with my cat. I've got a plane following me. Hello! Here I am! It's so cool. I love planes. He's got his door open. He's got his door open. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, they dropped something. I gotta go. This looks rather nefarious. I can't believe I picked it up. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I don't know if this video is going to be going on the internet because I do not know what's in here. It says be safe, and then
so Raul UBC, I see your comment, and I'll touch on that right now.
Something in cursive. I can't read cursive, so sorry about that. From Katie. It's from Katie. I only heard about you from my friend today. We were having a play date, and this was really unexpected. We got you some snacks. They got me snacks. All right, well, Katie, you've got better handwriting than I do. Good job on you there. Talia, to Oliver. Really like it. We got chips. Talia.
So yeah, long story short, even like Elf Cosmetics like dropped in and dropped them off a care package, and like you can see this video was like well over 1 million views and over close to 1 million likes. So he's becoming super popular. So yeah, it seems like everything's working out for him, unless all of this was planned out for like some sort of like marketing scheme or whatnot. But it's dope if this is actually all factual. Arlene, I see you in the chat. So is that real? I think you're referring to the cavid. It seems like it was real. Now, to your point, now it's very hard to understand and what not to believe or what to believe. But by the video, everything looked real. And we can look it up right now to see if it's such a thing. I'll look it up right now, and then I'll touch base on the comment below. But I think it is, man. Like, let me look it up real quick. Cavid. So here. So a cavid is a fictional creature. Okay, so maybe it's not. A cavid is a fictional creature, not a real animal, that is a hybrid of a cat and a rabbit. They are often depicted in fiction, fantasy, and art, sometimes appearing in manga and anime. While there have been claims of cavid sightings in the wild, most, if not all, are attributed to misidentified animals like Manx cats or hoaxes. So, man, you might be freaking right. It might just be fake, but it looked real to me. But to your point, now AI is just becoming so freaking crazy that you don't know what to believe now. So who knows? If you guys do find anything related to that, send it my way to that number. Now, to answer the comment down below, I'm not sure. So first of all, I want to say thank you for joining the live. I don't think I've seen you in the past in the comment section. So Raul, you busy, is ayahuasca and witchcraft same similarities? So, witchcraft some similarities. So I'm not sure if you're asking from a genuine place and or you're just curious about it, or I'm not sure where you're coming from when asking this question. However, it's a quick answer. The answer is no. It's not the same thing at all. As a matter of fact, a couple of people that are in the comment section have, and I'm not going to say names, right? But in the past, they have done ayahuasca, including myself. I'm going to put myself out there, but I've done ayahuasca ceremonies, and unfortunately, the media and a lot of traction that recently TikTok and Instagram posts have taken off. A lot of people are depicting it in that way, but ayahuasca, it's very healing. This is all just my point of view. This is all just for entertainment purposes. But what it is, it just, you literally drink a tea and you connect to another realm, and it deep dives into your inner self, into the spirit of ayahuasca to Pachamama, which you literally communicate with this almost grandmother spirit that takes you to places deep dive in your subconscious mind to heal and many times to relive certain traumas in your past. And the reason why it does that is because there's a lot of burden that us people we carry on a day-to-day basis that we don't even know we do, right? That we have that. And through ayahuasca, what it's meant is for you to purge, whether it's from throwing up, whether it's from crying, laughing, or even using the restroom. But the main thing is that you have to purge one way or another. Reason being is because all that is bad energy. I think somebody here in the comment section, like I said, I'm not going to mention the name, right? But one of the messages that was delivered to this person was that at many times we want to speak our minds, or we have a grudge in ourselves that maybe somebody said something that you disliked and you just held that anger inside of you, right? And you didn't say anything, you didn't speak your mind, and you just held that inside of you. And this is a very simple case, right? There's many other cases out there that are super like beyond more important than something as simple as this. But you don't say anything back, and you're holding all these emotions inside of you, and you're not speaking your mind. You're just not letting all that bad energy out. So us as human beings, we carry all these emotions inside of us. And the message that this person received was that all of that is cancer to the body, right? And if you leave that, and if you don't speak your mind, or you don't purge these emotions out, whether it's just speaking about it, telling the person how you really feel, it becomes very toxic to you. And eventually it starts draining you mentally, emotionally. And even at one point, it will become a sickness to you. Like they told her, it becomes cancer. So it's not, there's no comparison at all from witchcraft or nothing at all, unfortunately. And the reason why we cover this is for this type of episodes. I actually have a full-on playlist. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna take you guys to my actual channel so you guys can, if you're truly interested in ayahuasca, if you go to my main channel, to the homepage, you go to home, and I have a playlist of ayahuasca podcast. All of these right here. Many people have come into the channel to share their amazing experiences. And you can be a judge for yourself, right? Like I said, I've never seen Mr. Raul Ubizi on the comment section, and so I'm taking it as I'm hoping you're taking this question seriously, or just out of pure curiosity, because like I said, it got a very bad misconception, especially I'll mention it through Austin McBroom and Catherine Pice and the whole Ace family drama, right? That a lot of people were speaking just nonsense without even knowing the facts. And it got me really upset because a lot of people, without knowing, they'll just start commenting outrageous things without doing the research. But it's not the first time. A lot of people just go with the headlines of uh, any news article, right? And let's say you'll read the headlines of a news article and you don't read the full article. Same thing here. You heard something outrageous online and then you share it with everybody else and it goes viral. But a lot of people don't actually take the time to research and really find out what the actual facts are, right? So if you're truly interested, we have a lot of different episodes here in the channel, the deep dive on people's experiences. And to my perspective, I've always said I really hope in that at least people were to try it at least once in their lifetime, because one of the messages that over and over people receive, that the answer in this realm, into the physical realm, is love. And if you're getting that as an answer or an outcome out of doing plant medicine or ayahuasca, then what better result than that, right? Or what better message than that, just to spread love and feel love, and that nothing else matters in this life or in this realm but love, right? All the physical matters, all the physical aspects, all of that doesn't matter, right? All of that is materialistic. And eventually when you transverse into your true self, your spirit, your soul, right, none of that matters. So yeah, that's my spiel. That's my spill with that. And I'm not bashing you or anything. I really just hope that you're coming at it in a serious matter. And if you're interested, go ahead and do some research on your own. But yeah, that's my take on it. I just based on your name, I didn't know if it was trolling or not, because of the name Raul Ubizi. So yeah, but yeah, no hard feelings or anything. Just wanted to answer you with that. That it's my true answer is that I highly recommend it. It's very healing to my point of view. Like I said, this is all for, allegedly my not giving advice. And here we have even somebody here, a close friend of mine, she's saying that Joanna Gutierrez can't wait to do it soon. Exactly. So thank you, Joanna, for putting yourself out there. And yeah, I really, really hope you're able to do it and experience it for yourself, and come. And if you're even willing to, at times these scenarios become super, super personal. But if you're at one point able to share some of your stories, then much appreciated. And Mr. Raul, you busy. Wow, you couldn't have said it any better. Thank you so much. I'm glad you took it in a positive matter. And the reason why I'm so not consumed, but the reason why I don't take this matter lightly is because in this reality, in this society, we are, as soon as you are born into a system, right, that has been created to us. And a lot of these times the system is not created for the best interest of us, right? It's not created for a system that really truly cares for ourselves, right? At times it's just created for capitalism, for people to become employees, for people to just become consumers to everything. That's why we're getting advertisements all over the place. It's just people want, or the powers that be, who want you to consume, and never really want you to be or entertained, right? That's why you have a lot of sports events. You have so many things that distract you, but never once do they say, hey, you need to eat your vegetables, your fruits. You need to cleanse yourself. You need to meditate, because I want to say the quote that we mentioned just recently. I think it was with Chelo, that we were talking about that whenever the mind is entertained with all this outsourced noise, you're not thinking. And what we mean is you're not thinking because you're so distracted. But when you start meditating, and when you get in a meditative state, similar to when you do ayahuasca, there's nothing else out there disturbing your your true self, your mindset. And we never get that advice from, you know, the mass media to just, hey, take a moment for yourself and stop thinking. Right now we're so consumed with social media and short form content that we're just even swiping away, that our mindset, our span to be able to like retain information is becoming so short, that we don't even give ourselves that time to step away from the noise and just really think, and just be, or not think at all. But yeah, so yeah, thank you. You're welcome. And I, like I said, I've never seen you in the comment section, but welcome. And hopefully you take the time to watch some of those amazing experiences that people have shared on our channel. And I do have the playlist. We have here Arlene, best experience ever. So yeah, she was actually the last episode that we did on the podcast. And yeah, her story, by far it has to be, if not the number one, because there's so many to pick, but it has to be one of the top ones that that the message delivered was insane. I think that one we did it in Spanish or English, or a little bit of both. So there's other ones purely in English and there's some other ones in Spanish. But yeah, I'm glad you asked. And if there was anybody else that had never heard of ayahuasca or my take on ayahuasca, that's exactly my take. And hopefully you guys take it in a positive manner and just research for yourself. I plan on doing it again. I'm thinking by the end of the year. I've done it 3 times. The reason why I haven't gone back to do ayahuasca, it's because the first one was very beautiful, but the 2 last ones have been so physical that I threw up so much. I purged so much. And one of those cases was when I went with Chelo, and it just so happens that I think she was able to tap in. She was like laying next to me, and she was able to tap into my experience as well. And she saw me throwing up so much in her experience that she wanted to turn around and help me because she saw me purging so much. And they told her, no, you can't let him, you can't help him. You have to let him die, right? But it was in a metaphorically way, because what was happening in my experience was that I was throwing up so much that they wanted me for my old ways to die in order for me to become a new version of myself. So metaphorically speaking, Chelo, my fiance, she was seeing me passing away through her experience, but it was my old version passing away in order for me to flourish. So yeah, just so many stories out there, man. And I don't know if I answered it, but yeah, that's one of the main reasons, because it just we never get taught of such amazing things that exist in this earth, that if you think about it, is 2 plants or 1 plant and a vine mixed together that causes this magnificent effect that has healed, allegedly, so many people out there. So that's my take on it. Anybody else here that want to share anything that from your guys' experience, if you guys have done it? Otherwise, I know it's pretty personal, but if not, I'll continue. Or if you have any questions, Raul, if you have any other questions out there, feel free to send me a message on Instagram or TikTok. I'll be more than gladly to reply to your messages and deep dive on that. Another thing too is this shaman that we've attended to. He's here locally in San Diego, and I'll mention it here. A lot of people think that it's so expensive, especially when you travel to Peru and all the different traveling costs. But the one that we've gone to personally, it's here in San Diego, in Santee to be exact, and I believe he charges like 150. So it's completely cheap when you put everything else into perspective. But yeah, so that's my little spill on that. I'm glad you asked that. I'm really glad you asked that question. By the way, why did you ask that? Have you seen any of the videos, or were you part of those people that unfortunately saw those posts on TikTok and all that you came across ayahuasca, or what made you ask that question, whether it's witchcraft or not? Yeah, wow, that's a great testimony. Yeah, definitely. And that was only like a very little part of it, of that testimony itself. But yeah, I'll continue with the life what I have here. And if you have any other questions, or if you don't mind me or if you don't mind answering that question, I'll go ahead and we can circle back to that. So yeah, so something else that I saw that I'm not sure. Once again, now it's very hard to believe or to know what's factual or not. And I want to deep dive on this, the whole AI thing, and I'll do it after this video. So apparently there's a mysterious phenomenon where bees are building their honeycomb cells around religious images. So, and what I mean is this exactly.
This is pretty interesting. Beekeepers in Athens discovered this mysterious phenomenon where the bees in the hive, they build honeycomb cells everywhere but around the picture here. So they avoid covering up the picture. And apparently it's only these certain figures that they won't cover.
So my question here first, is it any picture in particular or only religious figures? So I'll deep dive in the comment section and see what people are saying.
And this has been going on over years, but they will cover up normal photos or photos of non-figures. But this handful of figures, they are figures. They will not build the nest over them. That's kind of interesting. I mean, tell me, what do you think about it? Now, these researchers have been doing this, like I said, they've been doing it over the last few years. So, and they've tried to disprove this, by putting different photos and changing it up. But for whatever reason, it won't. They will not build honeycomb over the photos of these certain figures.
Yeah, crazy. So here, let me pull up some of the comments and see what people are saying.
This is
see if anybody is able to say whether this is factual or not. Teddy, acuéstate. I have Teddy over here. So some of the comments are saying believers. So all creation knows its creator. Oh, okay, all creation knows its creator. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows how factual that is, and who knows how those figures or those people in those pictures are truly creators or not. Now, with history being modified, who knows, right? Bees are more respectful to our Lord than we are, while even bees know God is real. So yeah, I don't think anybody's really deep diving into this. Even the bees know that Jesus is our Lord and Savior. Yes, because of frequency, the image has a frequency that the bees feel. Okay, so once again, I don't know if that is the actual image itself or the material that it has. So let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Yeah, nobody's really deep diving whether this is a thing or not, that only religious figures, or it has to be like any picture out there. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting if that is a true case or not. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting. And we'll deep dive on one more, and then I want to touch base on the whole AI update just that happened recently, and I think we'll call it a day. Before I dive into that, I see I've been following you in Instagram and been seeing you talk about it for some time. Oh, okay, it's interesting. Hopefully you've gotten a lot of information out there with everything, all the content we've been putting out. And like I said, if you're interested in or have more questions that you don't want to put online because of private reasons, so why not feel free to message me. But yeah, the last video. Okay, so I know we like to deep dive in conspiracy theories and a lot, because honestly, I'm the type of person that I just let my mind wander, and I don't like to close my mind up, right? Because especially nowadays, who knows what's history is true or not, and what's been modified, and now we have AI. But I came across this super viral post that's been going around where some men say that they have completely walked from India to the US border. Okay, so when I first heard about this, I'm like, okay, they walked it, or what the heck, where they actually traveled from? They flew in, and that was actually the question that was being asked to them. And apparently, they were pretty concrete in their answers, saying that no, they literally walked from India to the U.S. border. Check it out.
How long have you been walking? All day? All day. Did you fly into Mexico and then walk the rest? Walk. But where did you fly into? What? Where did you fly into? What city? No, only walking. How do you walk from India? Yes, Are you from India too? Pakistan. Oh, Pakistan.
So they asked them, where'd you fly in from? And then where did you start like walking to, the US border? They're like, no, only walking, right? Only walking. And then they have one other guy out there saying that he's from Pakistan, and everybody seems to be, firm on the answer that they just walked. Now, I don't know if they truly understood the question or they're just not saying where they flew out from.
Pakistan? Pakistan?
Bangladesh. Keep in mind, he said Bangladesh.
Did you guys fly into Mexico and then walk in the rest of the way? Walk? How did?
I told you, gang, that America is lying to us, right? Do y'all know?
Okay, I don't know. That kind of freaked me out right there.
Right.
But here, let me rewind it. So, okay. So the whole theory is that there's old maps out there that they show India and the United States, I guess the flat earth theory, right? That everything that we see, everything that we know, it's a lot closer than what we actually know or what we've been told in the past, right? So they're saying that it's even walking distance. Now, it sounds, I know, like, I'm not saying this is true or not, but I personally never been to India. And so I don't know, right? So it just caught my attention, and this post went super viral for the same reason, right? Because a lot of people are saying that what if all this time we've been lied to and that everything is super closer? I know one of the theories out there too is that the Grand Canyon, one of the reasons why it's closed up is because if you were to actually walk through the Grand Canyon, you end up in Africa. Not sure if you guys have ever heard of that theory or conspiracy, right? But that's one of the many reasons why they say why the Grand Canyon is closed up. So now this one's adding up to that theory that, hey, even India, it's so close that it's within walking distance. Might be dumb, might be something to look up to or look out for and do some additional research. I haven't flown there personally, and so I don't know, right? Until I personally have to freaking fly out or walk, all the way across, then I wouldn't know, right? But a lot of times we don't even want to question that because we don't want to look dumb, but just thought that this was interesting. So these are the comments that people are saying. Let me see. So I feel like they're saying they walked to not snitch on whoever they dropped them off. She's not asking the right question. I want to know how long it took them walking. Okay, so that's a good question. Remember being told we can dig to China. Okay. Let's walk to Jamaica. The real old maps show it's possible. So there we go. So apparently this person knows that of the old maps. Can someone tell me what route to walk from the UK to the Bahamas? So everybody here is kind of taking it as a meme or as a joke, right? So might be just a whole joke, right? It's shame they locked this man up because he's speaking the truth. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this is true or not. I love a good conspiracy, but I feel like this is just a language barrier. Yeah, it can be. They have changed the map several times and people just believe the current maps. Okay, this one in particular, I agree with this. The maps have changed overall, right? So many different maps out there that's why it's good just to have an open mind, because if there's been different versions of maps, we don't know which one's actual factual, right? I don't think I have seen the comment here yet. You see somebody saying, I think we live in a flat earth. But everybody not ready. That's why he locked up, huh? So a couple of people are saying that he's locked up apparently. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know how you guys take this, but just interesting, right? Even there was other comments in another post. I think it was a similar post that they were saying that in reality everything is much closer, but planes fly out in circle matter or just to waste time to make it more believable that it really does take so much time. And apparently pilots are part of that scheme, but they actually have to go through oath in order for them to not say the truth. So who knows? These are all speculations. But yeah, thought it was pretty interesting. Let me see. I feel like I need to sneeze right now, but but yeah, I think with that being said, I think we're getting close to the 1 hour mark. Yeah, 56 minutes. If there's any final thing, oh, okay, the AI thing, I almost forgot. So, okay, so just recently, I believe, who was it? I think it was Google just recently released an AI update or new AI feature. I think it was Google, and I could have sworn I saved this. Yeah, I found it. Okay, so this is the new AI that's been dropped by Google. So I think it's called Google VO3 VO generation, and it's freaking crazy the way the video quality that's coming out of AI. I personally haven't seen this video, so I'm gonna be watching it for the first time with you guys.
VO3. Have you ever wondered how they made everything? VO3. Have you ever wondered how they made?
I'm trying to make the video bigger.
VO3. And like a lot of other things you've heard about from stage today, it's available today. The visual quality is even better. Its understanding of physics is stronger. But here's the leap forward. VO3 comes with native audio generation. That means that VO3 can generate sound effects, background sounds, and dialogue. Now you prompt it, and your characters can speak. Here's a wise old owl and a nervous young badger in the forest. Take a listen.
They left behind a ball today. It bounced higher than I can jump.
Oh, what manner of magic is that?
Okay, so this video in particular, that looks like animated, right? But I hope they deep dive on the actual more realistic videos.
Pretty cool, right? VO added not just the sounds of the forest, but also the dialogue. We're entering a new era of creation with combined audio and video generation that's incredibly realistic. The quality is so good, it feels like you're there on the boat with this guy.
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
VO3.
Okay, so that's, now keep in mind all of that, it's within a prompt. You literally just type a question, not a question, a prompt, a couple sentences describing what you want, and it's pretty much going to do it for you.
And like a lot of other things you've heard about from stage today, it's available today. The visual quality is even better. Its understanding of physics is
So I came home and
Yeah, I don't think it like
VO3.
And she commands
yeah,
your awe.
I don't think it deep dived on all the different things that they can do. And I have a podcast that we kind of touch on that. But even the news is becoming so realistic. Let me see if I can find that post. It's becoming so realistic that it's very hard to differentiate whether it's real or not. No, I don't think I have the post. But long story short, everything is becoming more and more realistic and harder to really understand what's true or not. But yeah, long story short, thank you for joining today's live. I didn't see anything else in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys joining in. You guys make it all worth it. And I just want to say thank you once again for taking the time. I know everybody has a busy life, and you guys joining in into this lives really make it all worth it, so thank you. And like I've always mentioned, we have a podcast coming up this Wednesday, lives on Sunday. I couldn't make it yesterday, which was Sunday, but made it up today being Monday. It feels like a Sunday to me, but every Wednesday we have a new episode, and Sundays we go live at 8 o'clock. I'm still asking for you guys to go ahead and send me links so we can go ahead and touch base and talk about any subject you guys want to talk. We kind of share similar interests, or you guys know what we kind of talk about. So if it's anything related to that, feel free to send me the links to the number. Once again, my name is Angel Houseman. I just want to say thank you for being part of this journey. I don't see any further comments. Till next time.